I think it's really easy to get caught up in something and not see the big picture. So the whole scope of starting at the top, to see the big picture, the goals, like what is the ultimate goal, and then working your way down into this list of things to do to achieve that goal has been and will always be for me like the biggest thing I take away from Momentum.
We know the big picture, right guys? But how can we get to the big picture?
If we talk about the whole journey, actually, because the economy toughness now in this province, I think the most challenging components is towards the work experience, especially the employment. How you get through your journeyman journey, you have to get an employer want to indenture you, you have to work in the field. In this kind of economy, it may not happen as easy as before.
I guess you're always looking to be at the top one day, I guess.
And I remember our first night being homeless.
You're not looking forward to the next day being harder than the day you're on, so.
I didn't know at that moment what was going to happen, and I could hear these footsteps coming closer and closer to me because our little cots were on the edge right by like the exit sign. And as the person got closer and closer, I could see the top of their head over the cardboard. All of a sudden, this guy was standing there. And I've never felt fear like that in my life ever. And so I sat up and I surprised him. He kind of stepped back and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he said, "It's my job a couple times a night to come and count and make sure everybody's here and everybody's safe." And I thought, I can't live like this. And that was our first night of being homeless.
My family, kids and husband, they are number one for me.
I guess my kid, because I probably would have just quit.
My son is like, I don't want to go back to Nigeria. He was born in the US, we moved to the UK, and then back to Nigeria, and now in Canada. And now he's telling me he's settled here. Now I don't want to approach him again. So he's my, and I don't want to disappoint him.
So hard work and fun are not mutually exclusive. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yes, they go together.
They go together. We're gonna work very hard, but we're gonna play hard also. All right? I don't want you to come to class and say this class is boring, because I promise you my classes are not going to be boring. Your mind is like a parachute because it only works if it's open. If a parachute doesn't open, what happens? Down, right? Okay? So your mind is also like a parachute. If it's open, it works. So your goal in getting a job is to make sure not only you get the job, but you have a very long shelf life. And the only way you can be valuable to the employer is if you have your soft skills. That is the magic today. There was a time when anybody who went to apply just got a job. Today the competition is fierce. It's really fierce. All right, now we're going to take a break.
I think to truly be accepted, people have to know who you are.
All right, so before we start, I want to get to know a little bit more about you. So I'm going to give you a few questions.
Yeah, I grew up with my mom and my dad, and I had 5 siblings. Yeah, we all lived together. No, when my father died, I had to support my younger brothers. I had to support other people. So what I was making in Cameroon wasn't that much. Yeah, I had to support my mom because my mom, she was just a housewife. And then my dad, his pension wasn't that much. So the opportunity came when I had to go to Korea for a scholarship. I just said like, "Mom, I know you're worried that I'm leaving, but you deserve a much more better life than the life you're living right now. And you know, I'm growing older. Someday I will have my own family. And taking care of you and my family means I'll need more money. But if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I won't be able to do that."
You can't always be timid. You can't always be scared in life. You know, all of us have good strengths. We have weaknesses, yes, everybody does. But focus on your strength. Whatever you focus on grows.
Personal growth is a big part of the journey at Momentum. It's when you are halfway there that your character is really put to the test.